we'll talk about it later. Okay, parallel lines are lines in the same plane that never intersect. So they might look like this, right? These two lines are never going to meet. The way that we mark lines parallel, just for future reference, is we put a little arrow on them. That means they are parallel to each other. So those would be parallel. These would be parallel. So no matter how far they go, they're never going to touch each other. Okay, those are parallel lines. So we say in what we're going to be doing that two lines are parallel if two things. One, they have the same slope. And two, they have different y-intercepts. Okay, so I want you to think about that for a second. Two lines are parallel if they have the same slope, right? So their rise over run has to be identical. Why would they have to have different y-intercepts? What if they had the same y-intercept and the same slope? What would they be? They'd be the same line, right? So then they wouldn't be parallel, they would be the same line. So they have to have the same slope, but different y-intercepts, okay? So let me just give you an example of an equation set up here. So if I had like y equals 2/3 x plus 4, and I had y equals 2/3 x minus 3, okay? They have the same slope, but their y-intercepts are different. Those lines would be parallel. This is how we write parallel, by the way. Two lines that are kind of on a slant, that means parallel in math land. So same slope, different y-intercept. So if I gave you a graph, let's say you had these two lines. So you have a point at 0, 2, and then up 2 over 3 gets you this line. Okay, and then you have a point at -3, we'll say. Where did it go? So a point at -3, and then we go up 2 over 3. That would be this line, okay? Notice their slopes are the same, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that's a slope of up 2 over 3. This one is up 2 over 3. So they have the same slope, but their y-intercepts are in different places. One is at 2 and one is at -3. Okay? Questions on that? Okay. Here's what you're going to do for this first example. Yes. It says a line passes through the point 12, 5 and is parallel. Okay, so whenever you see me write this symbol, that can replace is parallel to, okay? Is parallel to this equation, y equals 1/5 x minus 2, okay? I want the equation for a line parallel to that. So we're going to write the equation. EQN is my version of equation of the line parallel to this line. Okay. So it says it has to go through this point and be parallel to this. Now, we said if lines are going to be parallel, what were the two things? Same slope, different y-intercept, okay? So the y-intercept you won't really have to worry about. The slope is what we want to pull out. So what is our slope going to be? 1/5, right? It's this number right here. So my slope is going to be 1/5. My point that we're using is going to be 12.5. Okay, that's what they gave us up here. So you're going to use those three things to put it into slope-intercept form. Do you remember what slope-intercept form is? Y equals mx plus b. So you have x, y, and m. Okay, so it's going to be y, or 5, equals, let's make the slope 1/6. Sorry, I didn't think that through. We're going to make this 1/6 just for the sake of ease with numbers. So 5 equals 1/6 times x, which is 12, plus b, which is what we don't know yet, right? We need to find our b. So when you do this, 1/6 times 12, you get 5 equals, do you know what 1/6 times 12 is? If we think of this as 12 over 1, the 12 and the 6 are going to reduce to 2 and 1. So it'd be 2 plus b. Okay, so then we're going to take away the 2, and we get 3 is our b value. Okay, so none of that is new. You've done this before, right? But now you need to put it into slope-intercept form. So my slope is 1/6. My intercept is 3. What will that look like in slope-intercept? Y equals what? 1/6 x. What's my b? Plus 3. Okay? So you're literally, all you have to do here is take the slope from the equation, and then you're going to put it into slope-intercept with the point that they gave you. Okay? We're going to do one more of those. Let's say this time we're going to go through the point -3, -1, and we want to be parallel to y equals 2x plus 3. Okay? Here's what I want you to see, guys. This equation has one piece of information you need, one piece that you absolutely don't want to use. What's the piece we need? It's the slope, okay? The only thing you want to use from this equation is 2. You want to ignore the rest of this. Don't use that 3 for anything, okay? That is the biggest mistake I see made on this problem, is people try to plug the 3 from the equation in somewhere, and we don't want it. We want just the slope and our x and our y that they gave us, okay? Then you put it into y equals mx plus b form. So what's my y? What's y? -1, okay? Equals, what's m? 2, what's x? -3, and then plus b, okay? And then we simplify that. -1 equals -6 plus b, and then you're going to add the 6. So you get 5 for your b value. So what is your slope-intercept form going to look like? If we're doing y equals mx plus b, y equals, what's my m? The 2, right? So we're going to put 2 times x and then plus our 5. That will be your answer. Okay? Okay. So that's parallel lines. Then we're going to talk perpendicular lines, and we're not going to do this process yet for perpendiculars, but I want you just to see perpendiculars so you have an extra day with it. So perpendicular lines. We said if they are parallel, they have to have the same slope and a different y-intercept. When they're perpendicular, the only thing that matters is that your slopes are opposite reciprocals. Okay, opposite reciprocals. What does it mean in math to be opposite? What's the opposite of 7? -7. What's the opposite of -2? 2, right? Okay, so opposite means positive becomes negative or negative becomes positive. What's a reciprocal in math? It flips, right? So reciprocal is like if I have A over B, it's going to become B over A. Okay, so you're flipping it over and you're changing the sign. That is an opposite reciprocal. Okay, so here's what I want you to see. If my slope is 2/3, then my perpendicular slope, this means perpendicular. Okay, my perpendicular slope, if I started with 2/3, what is the opposite reciprocal of that? What? 3/2 is the reciprocal, and you make it negative, right? So if it's a positive 2/3, it becomes a negative 3/2 for the perpendicular one, okay? What if my slope is -3? What's my perpendicular slope going to be? So right now it's negative. That means we have to make it what? Positive. So it's going to be a positive number. If it's 3, what's the reciprocal of 3? The reciprocal of 3. So right now it's 3. How do you flip 3 over? 1/3, right? So if it's negative, we make it positive. And when we flip it over, this is like saying -3/1, right? So when you flip it, it's 1/3. Does that make sense? Okay. So here's the other thing you're going to do with this, and then that's it for this lesson. Example 2 here. Okay, I want to know, are they parallel, perpendicular, or neither? Okay, so this is parallel, this is perpendicular. I'm asking, are these lines parallel, perpendicular, or neither? And here's what we get. Let's say you have the equation 4y equals -5x plus 12. And you have the equation y equals 4/5 x minus 8. Okay, so we have two equations. I want to know parallel, perpendicular, or neither. What has to be true of them if they're going to be parallel? Same slope, different y-intercept. What has to be true of them if they're perpendicular? Opposite reciprocals, right? Okay, so both of those involve slope. So that means we have to know the slope of both of these lines. Do you know the slope of either one of them right now? Which one? Red or blue? Do you know the slope of right now? Blue. What is it? 4/5. Okay, so my slope right now is 4/5. Okay, I need to figure out what my slope is on the red one. How do I do that? How do you find slope if it's in this form right now? If we added the 5x, that would put it into standard. We want slope-intercept form so that we have a slope. How do you solve for what? Divide by the 4, right? We want to get that 4 out of there, so it's y equals something. So you're going to divide by 4 everywhere. And your new equation then is y equals, this is 1, -5/4 times x plus 3. Okay, so here's your new equation. What's your slope? -5/4. Okay, so the question was, are they parallel, perpendicular, or neither? So you look at these two numbers and you decide parallel, perpendicular, or neither from that. What do you think? What? Perpendicular. They are opposite reciprocals, right? This one's negative, this one's positive, this is 5/4, this is 4/5. So it flipped and it changed the sign. So we would say these are perpendicular. Okay, how about this one? So let's say our first equation is y equals 3/4 x plus 7. And our second equation is 4x minus 3y equals 9. Do you know the slope of either line?
Yeah.
Which one? 3/4, right? This is my slope. Okay, so we know we have a slope of 3/4. How do I find the slope in my second line? Not divide. We want to isolate which variable? God bless you. We want to isolate y. So if we have to get everything away from y, we're going to start by taking away the 4x. Okay, so we get right now negative 3y equals negative 4x plus 9. Then what? Divide by negative 3. Okay, so divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. This is 1, so you get y. What's negative 4 over negative 3? What's a negative divided by a negative? It's a positive, okay? So this is just 4/3 times x. And then 9 divided by negative 3, you can do plus a negative or you can just do minus 3. So this is your new equation. What's the slope in that new equation? 4/3. Okay, so remember what the question was. Here's your slope. Here's your slope. Parallel, perpendicular, or neither? Neither. Why? Good catch. I'm so proud of you guys. This would be neither because they are reciprocals, but they're not opposites, right? So reciprocal, but not opposite. Okay, lightning round. Are you ready? If you have a slope of 1/5 and you have a slope of -5, parallel, perpendicular, or neither? These two slopes, that would be perpendicular. Okay, if you have a slope of 2 and a slope of -2, parallel, perpendicular, or neither?
Parallel.
Neither, right? It didn't flip over.
Because you just said
It has to, okay, listen. If they are parallel, they are the same slope. Are those the same? 2 and -2? No, one's negative, one's positive, right? So one went up 2 into the right one. The other one went down 2 into the right one. Those are different, okay? So they have to be opposite and reciprocal to be perpendicular. They have to be identical to be parallel. So if I gave you a slope of 5 and a slope of -5, those are opposites, but they're not reciprocals, right? So that would be neither. Trick question. Ready for this? What if you have a slope of 1 and a slope of -1? They're perpendicular. Here's why. 1 is a unique number, right? 1 is like 1/1. So -1 is the flip of 1/1 and opposite, right? So this one's actually perpendicular, but 1 is the only time that works, where it's the number and its opposite, okay? What if I have a slope of 5/6 and a slope of 5/6? Parallel, perpendicular, or neither? That would be parallel, okay? So just remember, same slope, parallel. Opposite reciprocal slope, perpendicular. Okay? Questions on that?